Alright guys, I wanted to do a quick video on, actually this isn't necessarily a quick video, but I wanted to do a video on this in particular. I know, you probably don't want to have my balances out there, but it's not like there's much on there anyways, and this is just like really a small rig of some of the things that I have. And I just wanted to share with you guys because I had a video up about a year ago about Honey Miner versus Nicehash. And here's the conclusion that I've come to after a year, right? After a year of like mining, I've come to a conclusion that Nicehash honestly just has a much better platform, an easier platform. If you're a beginner, like, to be honest with you, I 100% was about a year ago. Not that I'm like so much more advanced or anything, to be honest with you. I just understand a little bit of placement better. I understand a couple of things as to how to get, my rig up and running again, making sure things are running as they should be. Profitability, if it looks a little off, I know exactly kind of, hey, there's something that's going on. So, just to give you guys an idea, right? I like Honey Miner from the perspective of, not Honey Miner, I apologize. Nicehash. Nicehash from the perspective of the dashboard because it makes it really a clean interface. Really tells you, how much you've earned in recent activity. Tells you if your rigs are active or inactive. It goes much more in depth. Like, it really tells you even the temperatures. You can have different things from the standpoint of like the MSI afterburner to measure temps and different things to overclock. But what I've seen from Nicehash is that they've allowed for they've created miners that have just made it so easy for you to just plug and play. Double click on the miner, make sure it's installed properly, turn a few things off and on here and there. They really guide you through the whole process, and then boom, you're really, you're mining. You have your first experience in mining. A lot of the things I like to check personally is really where you go. You can here's a little bit of my SafeMoon update. But if you go to Nicehash and you look at what you can check your profits. So it might be going here to back to the site because I already have myself logged in for you guys to see. But ultimately, if you went to the site, you could see and you can calculate what your GPU would make. So after electric costs too. So it's a good starting point, to be honest with you. If you want to get a little bit more in depth and maybe mine different coins, then that's great. You can absolutely do that. You can look at some other miners that you can run. But I recommend starting out with Nicehash, and even if you end up having a big number of rigs, then why not continue using Nicehash? If it's not broken, right? Like, why try to mess with, if you're not too technical, then why do all these other crazy things that you don't need to? So that's one thing I wanted to go over. One good website that one of my friends, Adam, good friend, essentially told me about as I was learning was what to mine, right? So whattomine.com for me is super helpful in finding out what GPUs are looking like price wise from the sense of profitability on a 24-hour timeline. So when you look at it, if you have a couple 3090s, I say a couple, but most people don't necessarily, unless you're 3090s are top of the line, still very expensive. But if you're in here, in the 1080s, 2070s, all of this is just a good place for you to look at to get some perspective as to where to start or where you might want to consider starting. And then what I really like is also they give you over here on the right hand side, if you notice, what the most profitable coin is. So ultimately, as you can see, Nicehash is in pretty much all these algorithms with Etash and which essentially platform you want to use is up to you. So none of this is financial advice, guys, just to make sure that we make that clear right off the bat. It's just more me telling you along the way what my crypto mining journey has been. A lot of people they'll tell you to really hang on to your crypto as best you can, and I agree. I don't look at least when I'm mining right now as like, hey, this is what's gonna solve my monthly generated income. At least not today, but hey, maybe in the future, right? Maybe even when Ethereum stops mining, when they go to proof of stake and move from proof to proof of work, there's gonna be other coins that you can mine. I know a lot of people have some problem with self sustainability, right? Like, oh, you're using a lot of power, it's not green. You want to make sure that you're green with the earth and everything. I'm totally all about that sustainability, right? But there's also solar power, right? So if you have panels in your home, all of these things are hypothetical, right? Because at the same time, you might not have the ability of getting solar panels, but it's still just giving you a big picture. It's giving you the opportunity to look at more just options for yourself if you have, if you're doing some Ethereum mining, if you're doing mining with Nicehash, what's to come after Ethereum if that even ends up ultimately happening this year or later towards the year. That's ultimately my view on it. I'm gonna move my rigs to, even if it's not necessarily the highest of most profitable coin, at least mining something, helping a blockchain, helping validation somehow, some way. But that's just my quick update on Nicehash. I know it's been a little bit since I've done an update. I do believe Honey Miner has shut down. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. I do just know that from the perspective of what I saw, Nicehash was just a lot cleaner. I was able to download it on my phone. I was able to continue mining what I wanted to mine, stop and check my rigs, make sure that things weren't shut down when I needed them to be up. If you guys have questions on some of the things you guys are building, I would love to hear about what your journey looks like and how you're starting your rigs. Because again, none of this is like me saying I'm the most expert on any of it. I'm a super techie guy. I definitely know a lot more than I'm just saying here. But I'm just saying ultimately, I don't know it all, and I'm sure that there's a ton of people out there that I can say that I learned from, that helped me get to at least my beginning, my rigs. So yeah, guys, again, I'll continue to post more videos about some of the things that you guys tell me that you want to hear about. I did post a little bit of some things that you can see there, but to be honest, again, it's a small rig. It's nothing crazy. I got a few miners. And if you have some questions about it, I'll be more than happy to go over it with you guys. Definitely subscribe if you guys are appreciative of the content, or if there's something that you want to see, so that I can continue to post some of those videos for you guys. But all right, guys, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll check you guys soon.